Okay, guys, when you are working on your scientific notation assignment, it may look a little different than what you saw in the video. So here is what you can do. If they are telling you to express this number in scientific notation, and it is 52 thousandths, you see the TH means we're talking about a decimal. You can use this place value chart that I gave you. And the 2 needs to end in the 10 thousandths because, oh, nope, just the thousandths, excuse me. So we find the thousandths, and this is where the 2 would go. So that would be a 5, and then we'd have a 0, and then here's our decimal point, okay? Once you get into the ones, that's the whole numbers. So it would be 0, it would be decimal, 0, 5, 2. So then, if they went in scientific notation, you know that you need to have the decimal point here. So that means you moved over 1, 2 spots, okay? So that means it's going to be 5.2 times 10, and you went back 2 spots, and since it's a decimal, it's a negative 2 because you're actually dividing it by 10 2 times. So now we need to write this in here, okay? So it was 5.2. 5.2. Now, when you do the times, you cannot use the x. It'll tell you that you have an exponent, or excuse me, a variable, and you don't want that. So you use this for times, and then you do 10. Then you have to use this little button, and then you can make a negative sign, and we said to the second, okay? To the second. So let's see if that was right. Okay, let's see what the next one looks like. Okay, the directions say express this number in scientific notation. Okay, so you know that you need to move the decimal point over 1 spot. So it's going to be 1.588, and then again, times, you use that little dot, 10, and use this little button here. To the, you have to move it back 1 spot, so it's going to be to the negative 1. Okay, so this one wants it in standard form. If they want it in standard form, that means you need to move this decimal over to the right 11 spots. You've already got 3 right here, so that means you know that you need 8 more spots, which would be 8 more zeros. So you can go 2, 4, 5, 6, and then 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, because that would be 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I think you guys can handle this. Now just remember, when it's thousandths, this 3, the last digit here, is going to be in the thousandths. So use this, and the 3 would be in the thousandths, so it'd be right here, and then you go back and look, and this was a 7 and a 6, 7, 6. So then the decimal point is right here. Okay, if it was the 10 thousandths, the 3 would be here. If they said 100 thousandths, it would be here, and so on and so forth. And then you can also tell if you get a really big number in your problem, you can look to see where the 100 billion, 10 billion, million, so on and so forth. And then the first number would go here, and then everything after that would be zeros. Okay, hopefully that helps you guys with your assignment. If you have any problems, just let me know.